Yo, check this out. You guys are back on the Hater World, and I'm Blue Devil. What we have going on today is a video of Quando Rondo saying he's not going to check in and saying that he'd rather pay a security guard than fuck with his own homies. So check this out. Before we get to that video, if you guys are new to the Hater World, make sure you go over, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, like the video, and most importantly, leave me a comment down below and let me know if you like what I'm doing or whether you don't. Recently, we've been getting a lot of racial hate, but it's all good though. Ain't nobody gonna stop what we're doing. Ain't nobody gonna detour us, and ain't nobody gonna stop the movement. We're gonna continue to roll regardless of whether you like what we're doing or whether you don't. But to all my day ones, I salute. You guys already know, nothing but love. But check this out. The sender that sent me this video, they sent two clips, one of Big U and one of Quando Rondo. They're all about a minute and a half. So what we're gonna do is play the entire video and then come back and give you guys a Southsider's breakdown. So with no further ado, let's go ahead and get this in. Let's get it.
Man, and then on top of that, cause I ain't the richest man in the world. I'm not saying that, but I got real paper. Like, on some real nigga shit. Like, nigga, before I call another man for some protection, nigga, I'm gonna pay security guards. What the fuck, and I ain't even about to do that, cuz it's just me and my family. Everybody around me, family. I know what everybody around me gonna do. I ain't never been no bitch ass nigga. But before my daughter grow up and hear her daddy was a bitch, she'll grow up without a daddy. And that's just some real ass shit. Y'all folks do anything to bring a nigga down. Y'all folks ain't in the nigga situation. Y'all folks don't know what the fucking nigga got going on, cuz. Half y'all folks are panic, y'all been in my shoes. The fuck?
Check this out. Before I give you guys a breakdown, I think this is a video that's very old. I think it's about a year old. And let's not forget that this guy is very young. I think he's in his mid 20s, early 20s. So he doesn't really know game that well yet. He could say he does, and everybody that's in the comment section might want to fight me over it. But when you're that young, bro, you don't understand game fully, okay? You're at a level where you're down here, and anybody past their 30 are probably up here when it comes to game. All right, so let's go ahead and press play and give you guys a breakdown on this. And we're not going to talk about the whole check-in situation. I'm going to leave that for another video. So right now, I'm only commenting on this video right here solely and nothing else. So I don't want to see in the comments talking about, you know, check this, checking in this, checking in that, because that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about his words that are coming out of his mouth in this video right here. So let's go.
Man, and then on top of that, cause I ain't the richest man in the world. I'm not saying that. But I got real paper, like, on some real nigga shit. Like, nigga, before I call another man for some protection, nigga, I'm gonna pay security guard.
All right, so calling another man isn't calling security, because the security is a man. So I think you got it mixed up right there, because when you hire security, you're hiring a man. When you call your homies, you're hiring a man. Let me explain something to you. When you become from a gang, you become from a gang for a couple of purposes. The most importantly one is for backup. It's for backup. So if you're rich and famous, why wouldn't you call your homeboys for backup? Is it because you think you're too good for the hood now? Or is it because you think that they're scum and you're not? Or what is it? Because from what I know, when you become from a gang, it's so your homeboys got your back, so you could fuck with your homies long term, and because you want the juice that the hood has. So why the fuck would you go give your money to a security guard guy when you could give it to your homeboys that's probably struggling, that probably needs it, rather than a security guard guy? You feel what I'm saying? And not only that, it's not only about that, but it's the point of the matter that you made it. Why not try to uplift and help your homeboys? That's what they're there for. And most of the time, your homeboys won't even charge you. It's just you looking out. It's just you doing a solid. Here you go, homeboys, all good. Don't trip. We all got to eat. But this whole mentality of, I'd rather pay security, that's all good, my boy. I mean, that is the legit way to do it. But when you're from a gang, the gang always comes first. And you know that, because that's what the homies told you. But let's go. Oh, and one other thing. The security guard company will probably charge you more than your homies. So if you're a wise man, you do the math. But let's go.
What the fuck? And I ain't even about to do that, cuz it's just me and my family. Everybody around me, family. I know what everybody around me gonna do. I ain't never been no bitch ass nigga.
Why would you want to put your family in harm's way? Why? If you already know the kind of bullshit that you're doing, why would you want to put your family in harm's way? We saw what happened. Now, I know maybe you're not thinking like that, but the point of the matter is that if you're gang related, it could happen at any time. For any of us. Me, it could happen for any of us. Me, you, the guy watching. Once you're gang related, it happens. So why would you want your homies to be put in that predicament? Wouldn't you want your homies to be safe at all times? So I understand the whole trying to pay security, but you should have said right now that you rather pay security, that you don't want to fucking pay your homies, but yeah, you want to bring your family along for the ride. So if they bust at you, your family's going to bust back. And now you got your family in some deep shit. Why wouldn't you just want some motherfuckers around you that don't give a fuck about nothing, that'll throw their whole life away, that'll wreck out for nothing? Because there's people like that in every gang. Serious shit. But let's go.
But before my daughter grew up and hear her daddy was a bitch, she'll grow up without a daddy.
That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. I don't even know if I gotta give you guys an explanation on that. If you guys can't understand what he just said, then you shouldn't be on YouTube. I don't know how the hell you even got a phone in your hand and type in something if you think anything this guy just said is smart. It is the dumbest shit I've ever fucking heard. Alright, but let's go.
That's just some real ass shit. Y'all folks do anything to bring a nigga down. Y'all folks ain't in the nigga situation. Y'all folks don't know what the fucking nigga got going on, cuz half y'all folks are panic. Y'all been in my shoes.
The only reason people know what you got going on is because you put it on social media, bro. Everything you put on social media gives the people a window into your life. So if you're on social media flossing money, people know you got bread. If you're on social media waving guns, they know you got straps. If you're on social media at a fucking restaurant, they know where you're at. So if people are assuming shit of your life, it's because you're putting it on the internet. To everybody watching, let me tell you guys something. Beware of what you post on the internet. Beware of what you post online. Be smart enough to only give the consumer, which is you watching right now, enough to keep them at bay. Okay? I always tell people, you don't know me. You know of me, and you know what I show you. Simple and plain. All you know of me is what I want to tell you about me and what I show you about me. So whatever you see on the internet is not even a 1% of my life. Why? Because I decided to only show you that 1%. But there's people like this character right here that'll show you everything and then get mad when you put in your 2 cents. Bro, we live in 2022. So many things are different now. Gangs are different. The way you live is different. The way you talk to people are different. So if you don't want people all up in your business, keep it off the internet. I tell people all the time. People already grab my videos and chop them up. I can't say none. I can't do none. It's part of the game. It's part of the game. But let's go.
The fuck?
Alright, that video's over. Look, if I can give Quando Rondo a message, is bro, you became a gang member or a gang banger, whichever one it is. Okay? You're tied to this gang for life. Okay, you will die having to report back to this gang, whether you like it or not. You can tell me all day long that you don't have to report. You can tell me all day long that it's not like that. Everybody in the comments can tell me that they're not puppets and all this extra drama bullshit. But when you're from a gang, you got somebody you got to report to, whether you like it or not. Okay? Simple and plain. Nothing added to it. All right? Simple and plain. If not, why are you from a gang? If a homie calls you up today and says, hey, bro, I got some shit, we got to roll. You going to tell me, you going to tell the homie no? All right, cool. Tell him no, you're a buster. Simple and plain. You're fake. You're a ranker. So why say you're from a gang? You just want all the juice? Because believe me, there's a lot of motherfuckers like that that get into the game just to get the juice. Just to be able to say, that's where I'm from. So that way you can feel like motherfuckers fear you. And those type of motherfuckers are the motherfuckers that wash themselves out right away. But if you already hit your prime, bro, you're past your prime, you're 30, you've already kicked up your dust, you've already done what you wanted to do, the homies respect you, they fuck with you, they know what time it is with you, then yeah, the homies ain't about to call you up and say, hey, let's go do this. But when you're within this age range that Quando Rondo is in, he's still got to kick up dust. Unless he's already done so much that the homies consider him solid as fuck. But that's really rare at that age, because no matter how much dirt you do, they want you to do more. You're very valuable to the gang when you're at that age. So look, we're going to give you the Big U video, but what we'll do is we'll do that on the next one. This video's long. I don't want to make these videos too long. We'll leave that for the next one, so make sure you guys tune in. But other than that, this has been the Hater World production. I'm Blue Devil, and we out.